Welcome to the official AFL Fantasy Podcast with the Traders.
G'day with the Traders, thanks to Sportsbet. I'm Roy, I coach Destroy, and I'm here with Warnie.
Coach of the Wonder.
And Calvin.
Coach Calvinator.
As always, Thursday night, exciting times.
Isn't
we
it?
are here for the round 5 teams, which of course is spread out over a number of days, Dog, which takes away a little bit of the excitement and adds the nerves.
It does add to the nerves. So for everyone to be across the times now, Cal, this is mostly for you because I think most people tuning in and listening at the moment will know what's going on. But
Come on, man, look where he's ranked.
Yeah, no,
he
he's
must
good.
know his stuff.
He's good. He's good at what he does. So just to be aware of it, Easter, Good Friday. Well, there's a game tonight, so that's Brisbane and Collingwood. Anything to do? Reece McInnes, emergency?
Yeah, and you could put a VC on Lockie. I think he's going big.
Could you?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
definitely.
Then we have a game at 4:20, Bulldogs and North Melbourne on Good Friday. Remember, 5 o'clock's when we get the Sunday squads trimmed to their 22s.
Yep.
Which is, what do we got? Bombers, Freo, and Blues
Power.
and Power. So, but we don't have the Hawthorn and... We'll get the Hawthorn and Geelong squads soon, but
they won't be trimmed.
We won't be trimmed.
And there's some relevant names.
There, which could dictate some of your trades and moves. So, like always that we say, roll back your team, get it all ready, hold your trades until you need to use them, and get a plan. Get a plan, because it's very important to know that. So that's 4:30 on Saturday afternoon. We find out Hawthorn and Geelong. So that is 5 minutes before the second Saturday game.
So the foreseeable issues are the rookies we've got in that last game, because they're not exactly coming off a big one.
No.
Absolute stinker.
That's exactly it.
Like, I think they'd be getting the chop.
I agree. I reckon they're done.
Like,
But
I
then
wouldn't even
again-
put them in the extended squad.
But then again, they were better than Warple. So who
that's
you
a
can't
good
cut
point.
the
the
whole team.
Warpedo possibly gets dropped.
Mate, he
before
didn't
then.
touch the ball.
He did.
Oh, 4
Not many
times.
times.
If Ward goes, if McDonald goes, then Warple is 100% gone.
This is true.
You can't axe them all, Roy.
That's tough.
Oh, you
It's
can't
like the
really.
opposite to Pokemon. You can't axe them
I
all.
did see they stepped it up at training, though. Like,
Oh,
they
no
did.
way.
Yeah,
Did they?
They did. They
Did
were
they?
actually very...
Bring your mouth guards.
Yeah. It was a very physical training, bit of wrestling going on.
Oh, good. Well, that'll help them get the ball, won't it,
will.
Roy?
Yeah.
Wow.
We know that Finn Callaghan is
Yes.
going to be playing, so he was the early draft pick, so he costs you a lot, $286K.
He does.
But
Like,
he
I
is
rate
a
that
gun
guy,
player.
though. Yeah, he's good.
Averaging over 100 in
Where-
the VFL at the moment.
But in the VFL, he was playing in the midfield. Where does he fit in the Giants' midfield?
You would not know.
Exactly.
You
That's
wouldn't
the
know.
problem. There's a lot of big
The
names
actual
in there.
midfielders at the Giants don't know where they
No,
fit
they
in.
don't.
100%.
Look at Canelio.
Yep.
Killing it in the mid.
Yep.
See ya. Get back out, mate.
Yep. So where does he fit? Who knows?
Who would know?
Who knows? Not I.
Oh, God, actually, who's getting dropped
Oh,
for him?
For him.
maybe Canelio.
No.
Just throwing it
He's
out
not
there,
a
dog.
midfielder, mate. He's
Oh,
safe.
that's right. Yeah,
he's
he'll be
right.
safe. Anyway, so what are we sweating on tonight? What about Cripper?
Right. Where do we sit right at this very moment? We've all flip-flopped. Monday podcast, we're all trading him.
Not like us to do that either.
No, we don't use
So, and it was to go up to a big boy,
Yeah.
Steele for me,
McRae for me.
Took.
Yeah.
Oh, great options.
Great options.
Great Fantastic options to have.
Although I'd wait on Took. He's
But Roy,
okay,
you're
he's-
pretty keen that he definitely plays next week.
That's where I'm at this moment, as
Agreed.
we sit here right now. I think he's playing next week. I think he's not going to miss this week by much.
Oh, okay.
You don't usually miss for a cramp. And
No,
I
you
think
don't.
he had a very bad cramp.
It was a cramp.
Yeah, so at
In the
this
first
stage,
quarter.
I want just a sniff of confidence
Okay.
that it is next week and that's it.
Yeah,
okay.
And then I'm holding. And I don't even care if it's Mead for speed, filling in for him for the week. If I really think he is playing next week, my team will be so much better next week if I just do an upgrade somewhere else and then get Cripper back and then I'm rolling.
Okay.
It's just going to depend on who your cover is. That's what you're most comfortable
Well,
with.
I think Meady with Wines out would be a 60.
Right.
And I'm
that's
happy
enough?
with that. I think I'm
60's
happy
enough.
with that.
Is that sort of your par? So, for example, tonight, if old mate Reef McInnes,
Yes.
if he got a 60, would you take that and hold
I
Cripper?
think that's enough for me to hold. If I've got that sniff
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
is back next
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
Not the
I do
Corona
have-
sniff.
I do have
No.
Cripper's number in my phone.
Yeah.
I know. I want.
I can't do that.
Like, if I knew your password.
I know, you would.
I
That's the
bloody
thing.
hope I
That's
would.
why you're not in charge of that stuff,
Hey,
Destroy.
Yeah, it's Roy Cripps. Yeah, there you go, mate.
You know what else? I thought we could get him on tonight.
We could.
Dial it. Just live.
Just
go.
go.
See what happens.
Surprise! They
Traders are online, mate.
How did you get this number?
He would understand.
He would.
He would totally understand.
He would understand.
Do you want to talk about some teams, boys?
Oh, yeah, if there's
they
some
have
out.
dropped.
Oh, come
Let's
on.
start looking at these. So, Friday, the 4:20 game, as we mentioned before, Eddie Ford comes in for North Melbourne. Bonar has been omitted, and Zerha is out injured. So, for the Bulldogs, Riley Garcia and Zane Cordy come in. Out for them is Vandermeer, Lewis Butler, and Mitch Wallace. So,
Good. Let's just not have any relevant names.
Yep. No,
West Coast.
No issues.
Perfect game, that is.
West Coast. So coming in for them is Bailey Williams, obviously in for the Ruck, because we did hear earlier in the week that Nick Nat is out for quite some time. So Elliot Yeo comes in for his first game draft. Owners rejoice. Harry Edwards, our boy. Jamie Cripps, Luke Shuey, and Tim Kelly. There's some big names coming
They are
in.
big
Massive
names.
Great names. Out, Hoff has been omitted.
Hoff. They
Connor
hassled
West
him.
omitted. Jake Waterman, one of our boys
Come
there,
on.
is
Come
on,
omitted
Jake.
as well.
Don't drop.
McGovern's out with health and safety protocols. Luke Edwards injured, Nick Nat injured, and Xavier O'Neill omitted. So holding on there, as probably we all knew would,
Yeah.
is Hugh Dixon.
Yeah, he'd probably
so
be,
they'll have a bit of a combo and could be a good bench option for the Bruce Art Tours.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of
No.
confidence.
No.
I think he got, what,
You go on the other
75
guys
last
ahead of
week.
him.
That was very impressive.
Thing is, so just on that, so Dixon is
Get
starting
used
on the
to it.
Pine. He's starting
Right.
on the Pine.
Yep.
Bailey Williams in
He's
the
just
Ruck.
a good cash cow.
Yep.
That's important to know. All right, let's go now into the Sydney team. Logan McDonald comes in basically because Buddy's out injured. Josh Kennedy has been managed.
Okay.
He's been managing his fantasy points
I
too.
tell you
during
what,
the
he
season.
has. Disappointing.
Saturday, St Kilda's the first game at 1:45, and Jack Hayes. So you're playing him over Hugh Dixon if
Yeah,
you've
you
got him. So he is in because we do know that Paddy Ryder is suspended. Jimmy Webster's out with health and safety protocols, and Ryan Burns omitted. Jack Higgins comes back in after his week out of concussion. Oleg Markov comes in for his first game with Jack Lacoche's out injured, and Aurori Atkins omitted.
So you guys trade out Jack Hayes last week?
Yes,
as well,
I did.
did you?
To
Yeah.
Bruce.
So that was to
Yep.
Bruce.
And
Bloody Bruce.
Windhager
Cool.
holds.
Windhager holds.
He
Good
holds.
cow.
Thank you.
Windy.
Adelaide Crows and Richmond play at 4:35, so 5 minutes after we find out the 22s for Geelong and Hawthorn. Sam Berry, Shane McAdam come in. The outs there. Schoenberg omitted.
Wow.
That's pretty big. Jimmy Rose
Wow.
omitted as well. And Mitch Hinge is omitted, but I had a feeling he was hurt.
I think he was hurt.
Oh, he got that massive
I think
cork, didn't he?
They've spelled hurt wrong.
I think so. Hey, so James Rowe, he
Yeah,
started
Jimmy.
really well.
Rowie.
He was getting up the ground, wasn't he?
Yeah,
First couple
he
of
was-
weeks.
he was
Mate,
busy.
old mate Rochelle, an even more important forward pocket, though, I would
Oh, he
say.
might not push up
okay.
as much.
Is that-
That's not good. That's
is
not
that
good.
some intel, maybe?
He's named in the 4-pocket dog, correct?
Nick Vlostone is in for the Tigers with Gibcus out managed.
Yeah.
So if anyone's still rolling with him, and you don't have O'Driscoll, you got to do that. Camden McIntosh health and safety protocols. What's your flag?
Whoa.
Rioli's ball dries up when Vlosten's back.
Is that true?
Oh,
I reckon.
we can hope.
You wish.
We can hope. Melbourne and GWS. Harrison Petty comes in.
Sicko.
Adam Tomlinson has been omitted. Toby Bedford is the medic sub out. Finn Callahan comes in. Matt Flynn and Nick Haynes are in. So Bruce out suspended. Riccardi omitted. Peatling omitted. And Xavier O'Halloran is omitted.
So they're just going the one big boy
Yep.
to get absolutely annihilated.
Yeah, he's dead.
I guess,
So-
what is it? Keefe is the
Gosh,
backup
so,
there.
Don't care.
so they're going with one.
I don't want to
So
overuse the
thing
term.
is, this is good for Bruce because
This is our first bloodbath
Flynn-
of the year.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
a
that's
bloodbath.
it.
Could be a
Flynn's-
bloodbath.
Flynn's career ends.
Yeah, he's dead.
Bruce's number one ruck to
Dead man walking.
Sunday, Carlton and Port Adelaide are at 1:40 p.m. at the MCG. And out, Patrick Cripps, injured. Jordan Boyd's been omitted. Lockie Plowman omitted. Into the squad comes Durden after his health and safety protocol week out. Jack Nunes, Luke Parks, Mark Pitternet,
Pitbull,
Cottrell, and also Roy, Paddy Dow.
The saviour.
You'll be pleased to know he is named on the bench. But the good thing for Corey Durden, he has been named on the wing, actually. So
Durden's
he's straight
back.
in and straight
Loves a
into
wing.
the side.
Durden's back.
Lockie Jones out, health and safety protocols for Port Adelaide with Ollie Wines, who's out with illness. illness. So Sam Hayes has been named in the squad. Lycett's still been named in the ruck.
Right.
So they haven't named him out.
Okay.
So he's there along with Sam Skinner, who is on the Pine, extended
So
Pine.
it's Hazy and
Hazy,
Skinner on
yes,
extended Pine.
That is correct.
Right.
Aaliyah and Jeremy Finlayson and Robbie Gray at ins there.
We're going to come back and have a look at that extended bench in a minute.
And try to cut it, Cow.
Well, it is a massive, big names in there.
We can cut it. We can cut it.
Bombers and Dockers, 4:40 in that twilight slot on Sunday. Bombers could have Ben Hobbs' debut.
Ooh.
Kane Baldwin comes into the squad, as well as Nick Cox and Tom Cutler. Will Snelling is out injured. Not a lot to read about there.
No.
Never is with Essendon, is there? Am I right, boys?
Correct.
Fremantle. Lockie Schultz is out. Health and safety protocols with Alex Pearce, Caleb Sarong, Darcy Tucker and Nathan Wilson. Arguably 4 players that possibly come into that 22.
Okay. Yep. Fair enough.
Well,
Thanks, Tom Brown. Arguably,
Sarong,
possibly.
that was straight out of the textbook. But Sarong and Tucker would, you would say. Pearce, obviously, as well. Nathan Wilson, probably very close. So
arguably would, confidently maybe. You're right.
O'Driscoll on the bench, on that extended bench, with Erasmus. My personal opinion,
Yes.
Erasmus goes possibly, maybe first out of the team over
good point.
O'Driscoll.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got our Monday squads and nothing there to help us in the sense that Will Day's the only one out for Hawthorn injured.
Yeah.
We do have there. Connor McDonald is named on the ball, if that helps you, and Ward is named on the wing.
Okay.
So at the moment, they're not on that extended. So they probably stay in.
I
do.
reckon they live. Yeah.
They might live.
They live. Oh, my
Wingard,
God.
Kaczynski, Shields, and Tom Phillips come back into
Absolute
the squad.
scenes.
The outs, Quinton Narkle is out injured, and Joel Selwood comes in alongside Sean Higgins, Asava Radagalia, and Tom Stewart, who had the runs last week.
So you know what? I respect what Hawthorn are doing there because I think people are too reactionary with youngsters when
Agreed.
they have a quiet game because what do you expect? It's all learning.
They're like you on a Monday morning, Roy.
100%. Yes, exactly. So you should go again, but it's against the trend, isn't it?
It
like
is.
it's against what we see all the time. You're like, and you can fantasy, you can read so much into it.
Yep.
Rookie scores 25 or less. See ya, see you in the next month or so. But it doesn't look that way.
So, Cal, let's look at these teams then that you think that we need to look at the squads. Port Adelaide, that's who you wanted to start with.
Yeah, I want to have a look at the extended bench.
Robbie Gray.
Robbie Gray, he plays. Jackson Mead.
Maybe.
I think he's okay. Motlop.
Should.
McEntee, I think he goes.
He goes out before Mead.
Dumont.
Oh, yeah,
I think he's okay. I think he holds. Hayes.
I don't think they're playing both, are they?
No.
Unless, geez.
So
Two rucks
Dumont,
when Lycett...
that would be his first game at the top level, wouldn't it?
Did he play last week?
I think he might have
Did
had a
he
game.
play last week?
Sub?
He might have had a game. I'll double check that, Dog.
Well,
as we
he's not
speak.
an in, so...
Right, so he played last week.
Yeah, was he sub? I think he was sub. Am I right?
He had 34 points. Right. So whether that was last week or not,
Yeah,
I
think
will
so.
further click on.
Am I right or am I right?
I'll
Always
let you know.
right.
Am I right?
So Skinner, they had him in. He was...
41%.
Yeah, 30. He did come on as a sub.
So he
34
came on for
last
Wines.
week. Yeah.
41% game time.
All right, so...
That's good points per minute.
Basically, Hayes, where are we thinking?
I reckon it could even be if Lycett is hurt.
Yeah.
That could be a laid out as such.
Yeah, it could be.
It's even if Lycett holds, all the talk in the media is about Hinckley needs to fix up that ruck department.
Yeah.
Something chronic. Lycett, I don't think he's that bad, but he's become a laughing stock.
Too right he is. Yeah,
and they need to do something about it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go the 2 rucks to counter Big Pitto
yeah.
and his partner in crime.
Too right.
De Conning.
Yeah. What a combo.
What? No, I know what you're saying, but other clubs are doing it.
Yeah,
and
I
the
agree.
good clubs are doing it.
Yep.
So they're not a good club at the moment. They need to change something.
So just a reminder about those Sunday squads. We'll get those at 5 o'clock, which will be after the start of the North Melbourne and Bulldogs game.
Tell you what, boring's good, and that was boring.
It was.
Unfortunately, Cripps is obviously the concern that we knew we all had.
You're listening to the official AFL Fantasy Podcast. This is the Gold Diggers, thanks to Sportsbet. Conditions apply. Gamble responsibly. 1-800-858-858.
Now, no good for me last week.
Not a surprise.
I was just a pirate away from a good win.
a pirate.
One leg cow.
Brilliant. Well done.
Trying to bring some pirate jokes that people want. Now, our Bet with Mates group swings back to you, Calvin.
Oh, yes, a win.
And you've got a couple of multis for Freeze MND. Let's see what you've got.
Well, about time it comes back to me as the only winner in the group. And I'm looking at Good Friday here. I am going Ed Richards and Bailey Williams for 15 disposals or more. And Hugh Dixon, anytime goal scorer. 25 on that, returning at $5.49.
I reckon it's going to be a great Friday then, because defenders have been killing North Melbourne.
Yep. I reckon that is a very good chance to get up. And then I'm looking at St Kilda and the Suns. All right, so listen to this one. My two boys, Jack Steele, Touk Miller, to go over 30 each. Plus Rowan Marshall, anytime goal scorer, 25 on that at $4.33.
Should be fine.
That's a nice same game
Mate,
multi
I tell
there.
you
Your
what,
boys there, Cal.
I am
Steele
gonna-
and Touk. You're going to be...
Are you going to
Pushing those
own both
guys
of
home.
them?
Too right, I will, and I'll be bringing home the bacon.
Nice. You can find Bet with Mates in the Sportsbet app. Start your group, bet together and share the moment. Conditions apply. For more details, see sportsbet.com.au. As always, gamble responsibly.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
You're hardly.
Guess who's back, dog? Woo!
Eminem.
No, I'm back.
Right.
Remember when we went to that Eminem concert?
Oh, it was unreal.
We went to Eminem.
yeah.
What was that for?
Sick.
Was it your bucks? Maybe?
No, it wasn't. But
But we had to dress up. This was
well,
embarrassing.
See, we don't do stuff like
No,
that.
we don't.
Do you know
No, we
why?
don't.
Because we weren't. It was when Eminem went through that stage where he kind of. It was like he was a bit off the rails, and we didn't know if it was actually cool to be there.
Yeah.
So we didn't go sensibly.
Yeah.
Remember, we had to dress like a homie,
We did.
and we dressed,
But we dressed
other.
each other.
Yeah.
Far out. What were you, 12 years old, boys?
So
Doing that?
that's just embarrassing. I hate seeing dudes do that stuff. It was bloody funny though.
Dog, can you hit my music again, please? Because I've sort of lost my mojo.
You've lost your-
Hit
Sorry,
my
music.
hit my,
My bad.
intro again, please.
Okay. What? My name is
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Right, okay. Let's get back on the captain.
Your mojo.
We're now back.
Lose yourself in the music.
Rightio. Number one option. Yo. Number one option
Mum
is
spaghetti. Sorry, yeah.
Jack Steele against the Gold Coast Suns. The Suns, the second easiest team for midfielders to score against. When you think Hawthorn's number one, Daylight probably second. Suns come in next.
Do they?
Steele coming off a 130 last week. Lowest score of 101 this year, so
Yeah.
he's been pretty good. 136 against the Suns last year.
Can I just chip in something here?
Go for it.
Do you know the most impressive thing about Steele moving forward?
What's that?
He got his score with
Yes,
marks
he
again.
did. Yep,
He
100%.
hasn't been marking this year. I'm
He-
talking like between none and two, so about one a game.
Yeah.
Until last week.
Double figures.
10.
Yep.
So imagine when he combines marks and cuddles.
Well, same for this bloke. Number 2 is Touk Miller in the same game. So he's been tagged in recent weeks to 83 and 68. There's no tag happening here at all.
Right.
Zero chance for tag. He had 119 against the Saints last year, averaging 130 under the roof in his 5 games last year. The thing is,
Right.
Touk last week got to 83 with a little tag, cooling tag from Hewitt. No tackles.
No tackles by Touk.
No tackles by Touk,
Well, I'm
dog.
calling a shoulder injury or something. of
What?
the like.
You
Yes,
are not.
I am.
Blues just had the ball too much, Roy. Couldn't get him.
What the hell? He tackles regardless.
So a guy like that would finish the game and
you
have a
don't
look
tag
at his...
someone from tackling.
Yeah, he would have a look at his fantasy scores and go, oh, my God, what, no tackles? And the coach would go, Touk, come on, man. He goes, I'll fix that this
Do
week.
you know what my flag is then?
What?
They won without him tackling.
Oh, so he's going to decide not to tackle again?
They want him in attack mode, not defensive mode.
You've lost the plot. Right, Dunkley comes in at number 3. He'll be my vice captain. He plays on Great Friday at 4:20, so it's a
Right.
nice and early game for him. Coming off scores of 129, 132. You cannot get any better than that. And he is marking
Yes.
one game,
Yep.
not tackling.
No.
And then tackling and then not marking. The day he links them together and kicks sausage rolls,
He
Roy,
might just combine them.
he will have... He's only against North.
I know. And have you seen his kicking at goal lately?
Yeah.
I think he's kicked 5 behinds for the year. A couple of out on the
I
fools.
thought last weekend it could have been an even bigger BC that we would have taken.
Look, his scoring at the moment is what he did a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, He's a couple of goals away from a 150.
Agree, 100%.
Number one forward, potentially Roy, in the rolling 22 in an update
Yes.
coming soon.
Well, what did I put him? I put him number one.
Oh, it was Taranto one, I think.
No, not on Monday.
Oh, didn't you?
No, I don't reckon.
I can't remember back that
Can
far.
I?
Dog, it's Thursday.
Exactly.
Well, what did I do?
I can't remember.
He hasn't
did
talked about
dance.
Taranto all week. He's probably out now.
Probably.
Right, here's a couple of guys I also like as well. Ben Keys, based on form, he has to be in the conversation. 3 scores over 130 in his last 4.
Oh, this is just Crow's bias.
129 against Richmond last year.
Right.
No chance of a tag.
No, they don't know who he is.
He's unreal. I'm just learning who he is myself. Max gone. Now, he is up against Flynn.
No one's got him anymore.
I am calling this, I don't like to use the word, bloodbath. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Second time.
The Rucks,
no, first time because it's the
Rucks,
same thing.
Rucks that have gone against Flynn
Yeah.
in this year.
Yeah.
So just Flynn.
Okay.
Nankervis, 85.
Overs.
Hickey, 98.
Way overs.
Way overs. So expect Big Maximus to have an absolute day out.
Oh, his fingers are working again too.
Agree. Brayshaw against the rabble that is Essendon.
Rabble, come on, you peanut.
He had 110 last week, even though he got tagged by
He get
Ash.
an allergy again.
He will dominate. No, mate. He will dominate.
He will smash them.
The other one is Neil coming in tonight as a vice captain
Yes.
option
I'm
against
interested.
Collingwood. 120-103 last year. Not massive numbers. Obviously, playing at the Gabba helps him. Couple of guys I don't like. Grundy. Interestingly, against Big O last year, only had a 72. In the game Big O didn't play, he had a 152.
This concerns me. I forgot how many players we've got tonight.
Yeah, so the Big O has actually restricted Grundy in his last couple of games and not really
Big O's
giving up.
rested after his suspension.
Yeah.
last
And
Grundy
not giving
looked hungry last week though.
He
Surely
did.
he's back.
I think
He's
he,
back.
I think he tons. I just don't think it's going to be a big one.
Right, okay.
Anyway,
Just a 120, not a...
maybe on your
He's old average.
yeah.
maybe on
Exactly.
your trade radar is Jared Lyons. Last 2 against Collingwood. Listen to this: 139, 142 last year.
People were calling him done.
Well, I think he's back.
Is he?
I think he's
Is
going to
he
be
back in the middle?
Well,
I've seen no talk of DPP for him.
I reckon he's still
Been
getting
named on the ball.
still getting CBAs.
Right, that's all he needs.
Yeah, but he's a guy I don't think you can trade in though, based on he plays that first game tonight.
No, okay. Yep.
Petraka most likely gets the tag from Ash from the GWS game, so maybe just be aware of that. If it doesn't go to him, it goes to Oliver. So I think it's got to go to Petraka though, as he has shown vulnerabilities
He has.
over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That's a massive word by me.
And they didn't
And you
go.
nailed it, actually.
No one went to Oliver last week, and
How do
he
you
was
spell
quiet
it?
as well.
Yeah.
So they're not going to rush to do anything.
we had
there.
a 68, so
Not like him at all.
no. There you go, dog. I think they're very good.
Good cow. Now, did have a comment here, cringe, about our M&M stuff. No, we are with you.
Hey,
100%.
I
We're the
admitted
kings
how
of
cringe that was.
Now, Cameron does ask Calvin, the pirate jokes better come back. We've had a lot of requests in the last week.
Yeah.
Have you got one for
I
us?
tell you what, I have. People got to understand.
There's only so
There's
many
only so many pirate
in
jokes
the
go
world.
around.
And there's only so many ways you can make another joke into a pirate joke.
Yeah, and-
Because you tried hard last year.
And I've done it again. Okay. How does every Easter end?
See, how do you make this a pirate?
With an R!
Oh, yeah, I do. This is why you said you didn't want to do it anymore. And I am on your side now.
No, we'll put them away, Cal.
All right, mum spaghetti.
Hey, good on you, though, for trying. That's what the people
Well,
wanted.
we asked for it. I
yeah,
tried.
You did. That's your fault, dog.
Now, a reminder, we do have DPPs coming out on Monday night.
Do you? Do you, dog? Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Someone, James just asked, Tom Mitchell was smoky for DPP. He was in the mix, I think.
He
This
was.
Four-timer's been there, but I think he's under by a fair chunk. Like, he wouldn't get it if
Do you know what I think
it
he's
stayed
under
the
by?
same. What's that?
About 7%. And he's not.
Really?
Yeah.
How
It's
do
not
you
that
know
much.
that?
Are they real numbers?
Yeah, I
How
just
do you
crunch.
know that?
I crunch through the week sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. Look at those abs.
Yep.
Righty-ho.
None there by the look of it. Just
So you don't
number
crunch?
No.
Harry wants to know, Braden Maynard named in the guts, is it totally mad to do that at 630K?
Well, the oath
He
it's
was a
mad to name him in the
pre-season-
guts because he's not playing there.
He's averaging 62 for the year.
I don't think you do that.
No.
You don't do that. No. Good spot, though.
Got to
Well
give him a
done.
week
Oh,
if
yeah,
he
great
looks
spot.
all right in there. Jordan wants to know, right, the Cripper thing. So Cripper had gone.
Okay, that's viable. I don't mind that.
That's all right.
If you stuffed up last week and did that, here's an opportunity
Now-
to patch it.
But what? This is the problem, though. What? And then what are they doing with Prusy next
So
week.
this is a
Just sitting
question.
him on the bench.
So, yeah, he
Sorry?
would go. I would assume that he goes to R3. So he's got Bruce and he's got Jack Hayes as backup. So, Jack Hayes, what do we think he scores? There's another question.
Jack
as part
Hayes
of
is a
this.
70 plus
Is
this
he?
week.
Is
Yes,
he?
he is.
Last time he played
55.
last time he played, that was with Marshall.
Yeah.
And he hit a 40 something? Was it that bad?
Or, no, I think Ryder played 2. I
Yeah.
can't remember now.
Oh, he played that
Yeah,
with Ryder
with
and
that
Marshall.
40 that he limped
Well,
to.
God, he should get 60
He's
then.
only against the Suns.
Yeah.
Under the roof. I think he's easy.
So
60.
if you've got Bruce and Hayes as backup, you should do that.
You've been gifted.
Yep.
Take it.
Yep. And you're playing Hayes over Dixon. That's a
Too right, you would.
no-brainer as well.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So then, all right, we've decided that. So he's going to hit you 60. If
Easy.
you're happy with that, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Getting Max back is not awful either.
No.
Is that
So then his options are, does he get Mills or Simpkin? So
Yeah.
go from Cripps to Mills or Simpkin.
Okay, the other thing with playing Bruce on your field next week when he comes back is there's a very good chance that he's next to Flynn. Very good chance.
So this could be your opportunity to get Max back.
look? The
Or
only
he'll get out
way
of jail.
the only way Flynn holds next week is if he's alive.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
He will get so annihilated
Not drowned in
that
blood.
they will not want him back next week.
Do you think he'll be... Yeah, okay.
That's what I feel.
but I think
is an
they
issue.
know that's going to happen too. I'm just saying.
Now, Simpkin is a great name to bring up because
Yeah, I like
he's
it.
underpriced. He had one stinker. His other 3 have been very nice, solid tons.
Okay.
So he's going to be around that 104 mark, realistically, for
Yep.
the year from here. I've got a flag. I don't love his numbers at Marvel.
Yeah,
And
Okay.
that's where they play a lot of footy.
games.
they do.
Now, that was between crunches. I was crunching between crunches.
And the other thing is, though, he would be the number one.
Oh, no, well,
the
there's-
number one player in their team that would cop a tag, and with tag
Yes.
is becoming a thing.
Yeah.
he would be the guy at the top of the list to get it.
Yeah.
or at least cooled.
Killed. There's another guy while I was crunching.
Yeah.
A similar thing with Bailey Smith, who is obviously hot on people's radar.
Hot on Instagram.
Super hot
Hot
on
on
Instagram.
looks.
Hot on form.
Yeah.
Have you seen his eyes?
Oh my God.
Delicious.
Dreamy.
Anyway, very similar thing. If the Dogs played at the MCG a bit more, lock and load
Yeah,
Bales.
okay.
They play a lot at Marvel too,
Yep.
and he doesn't pump the same numbers
Okay.
at Marvel.
Yeah.
Now remember, I was crunching between crunching, probably a bit sweaty, puffed out. May have misread, double check the stats, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I am pretty sure I'm right.
So answer for that then. You hold on to you don't get gone, and you go Mills.
Get gone.
Where do we
Bill.
sit with Mills? Because Mills his name's popped up a fair bit.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a good
He's
option.
dry.
Can you trust his body?
Well, do you know what tricked me into it?
What?
Cow's scale of stupidity.
Yeah!
So, look, though.
I know.
Now,
I know.
hear me out. So now, hear me out. Last year, he finished the year in ridiculous
Yes.
form.
Oh, yeah.
His only bad score was like 78.
Yep.
And that's when he subbed off at half time.
Yeah, I know.
Like, this dude was doing 150s
Yeah.
like they're going out of fashion. 140s were an absolute breeze. He's playing the Eagles, and then he's here at Pig Park versus the Hawks.
I know.
He's currently underpriced. Now I go to your question.
Yeah.
Is it a
Achilles.
risk? It's a bloody Achilles.
It's a massive risk.
That's not cool.
No.
His time on ground was good last week. That's high for a midfielder. We're seeing other elite mids hitting between 70 and 75. He's done what?
87.
87.
Yep.
Now, my other flag with him is he's being asked to tag a little bit from
Is he?
time to time.
Or cool.
Yeah, but it's a heavy cool.
Right.
Okay.
So
Ice.
So when he's cooling, for example, what's he probably hitting? Maybe those lower
A
scores.
78, 87.
Yeah, did he?
Negative 10 degrees.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! I think he killed Dangerfield. What do you have? 117
17.
season high. Maybe his cooling's not an issue. So the thing is, I love Mills.
Yes,
if
agree.
the word Achilles
You agree?
was nothing,
Yeah.
full preseason, no Achilles,
He would have been an option
I
for
would
some
launch
coaches
into
for
that.
round one.
Agree.
It'd be unique too, which I love for someone that good. That's not chasing a unique.
No,
that
he's-
would be getting a genuine.
So he's
unique.
2% ownership at the moment.
Okay. So I love him, and I think he's a great option. His run of games, it goes beyond West Coast and Hawthorn, to be honest. There's a couple more
There is.
in the scale. So, yep, if you're not worried about that Achilles, I reckon sick, unique.
Go. So, all right, answer it then. Gone, Mills, or Simpkin?
For me, it's a no-brainer. It's got to be Max.
Does it?
Yep.
Kind of feel like if you signed up for the Bruce,
Yeah,
keep
you've got to
going
see
with
that
it.
out now.
Do you have to see it
Because
out?
you
I think you do.
signed up for it with that thing of going, I'm going to have cover, and you've got cover,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you have to see that one out as well.
and you got lucky.
Bruce did nothing
because of
wrong
the-
other than nearly kill somebody.
Yeah.
So the thing is, his scoring was good before he was lucky. That's only 1 week in hindsight.
Okay.
How they're going about any contact to heads and stuff, let alone intentional. So anyway, you've got away with that. It's only 1 week. He was scoring well. Oh, but what you said about Flynn maybe sharing next week,
Max is coming off 140.
if that
There you go.
happens, if Flynn holds next week because he keeps Max to 130 and he's rewarded with another game, then there's trouble for Bruce. Maybe you do go back to Max.
There you go. That's what you do.
Mills is my answer.
I've lost this one here, but I'll try to remember it. Is that Bruce out?
Yeah.
Do you play Hayes, or do you loop in or switch in
English?
English and then play Nick Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd play Nick Martin. Basically, you're playing Nick Martin over Hayes.
I watched
Yeah,
Nick
correct.
Martin last week.
Or Rochelle. He was another option in there. You play
another-
Rochelle over Hayes?
Yes. Yes, you play Rochelle.
Yeah,
over
don't
Hayes.
ask me that one.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just
that's an easy
I'll
option.
wreck you. Do you?
Rochelle gets up on the wings. He finds the ball and takes marks,
Martin's
especially late
never,
in the
Martin's
game.
never had a 40.
No, that's true.
But, hey, let's zip.
I'd take Martin over Rochelle.
Right, there you go. Do
Yeah,
that.
Done. I watched him play. Oh, man, he finds it.
Who?
Martin.
Does he?
Yes, he runs hard to get open. He starts on a wing. He has a field day.
So you pick him over Rochelle?
yes,
Right.
every day.
Okay, good.
Thoughts on Tim Kelly?
It's a no.
Just injury.
Yeah.
Like that's
Too
a
much
concern.
going on. Too much going on.
He had one game for a 76.
I know.
That's obviously who he could only get to. Like,
Yeah, because it's
but no.
interesting. Like, what if that's just for, like, a... Let's think of it this way. Because how cheap is he? He'd be cheap.
He's under. It was 699.
Yeah, okay. It's too expensive. for
don't
that
touch
kind
it.
of Move, yeah.
Don't touch it. And injury prone.
Tell you what, Shuey's back into, isn't he?
Yep.
Because he's cheap as well. And I think he's got a ton to
Wouldn't.
his name, doesn't he?
He does. He's got a 103, and he is 6'8'3",
That's cheap too.
and it's still no.
No way.
Would you get Hobbs over Windhager if he's named?
Well, you're the man to ask here, dog.
I think he'll be a better fantasy player.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't know. Windhager, DPP, cheaper. I think he's cheaper.
Well, Hobbs is 266.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
cheaper.
Your intel at the
I'm gonna
Bombers has been
say-
spot on this year.
Yeah, so I'll say no, so probably that means get him.
Nah, all right. I think, we're going windy there, aren't we?
I think
He's
we are.
50k
We've
less.
seen him
50k
once
less.
as well.
We've seen him once. He's
Held his spot.
Held his spot in the team. Where was he named, Cal?
Not a very big score.
Windy
considering
was named on the Pine,
Of course.
He played.
and he only
You get a
plays the
free.
Suns.
You get a free plus 20 when you play the Hawks, though.
You do.
And he only got 50.
But I'm looking at the emergencies for the Saints, and there's not many names there coming in.
They were
So-
big on Burner.
Yep. So other than that, though, who have they got?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
You don't even know those
They
blokes.
must be
are.
top-up players.
They are.
Jamie wants to know, do you hold Butters or do you trade him?
Named on the ball.
Yeah.
Give him another
I
go.
think you've got to...
Look,
He
with-
scored 130 for us a couple of weeks ago.
I reckon if we ranked forwards by average, he'd be top 10.
Yep, you're probably right.
Now, that's just a
Don't
guess.
you remember that from when you did the rolling 22?
No, I don't. Probably because I ranked him and he was definitely not in the top. How many do I do? 6.
Yeah, I'll have a look for
You
you.
got to
Roy.
find that, Cal?
Yeah, I'm on it, mate. So it goes Dunkley, Taranto, English, Heaney, Brody, Trelaw, Butters.
Oh,
He's in
my
the top 1,
God.
2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
6.
enormous.
He's number 7 on
I
average.
might miss a week with concussion. Did you see that bug hit me in the head?
So he's still averaging 92.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, we hold then.
Yeah, and he's number 7 overall.
There's no wines. He's going to pull his finger out for a 90 this week.
Agreed.
Jeez, it's bug season in here at the moment. We need to get some better seals on these windows, I
Put some
think.
Aerogard on next week.
Right. Ryan wants to know, what do we do if Nod doesn't hold his spot? I
Look,
don't
come
think you
on.
think about it. He's going to.
Was he named on the bench, the extended?
He is named on extended.
Give me a look, Cal. We need to rate the
Nah.
extended pine.
It's not even worth
Erasmus
doing.
goes before him. in my-
There's a lot of people there
He
to
was
go
too
before
good
him.
last week.
Yep. You know what? He'd look great in a vest too.
Nah, he won't.
Roy,
He
why
was
do you
so
do
good.
sicko things like this?
What?
He plays. Don't you worry about that.
When do we find out that one?
So that game is a 4:40 on... when's that on, dog? 4:40 on...
Sunday.
Sunday.
Right, so
So
we
we're
just find
fine,
out
5
regular
o'clock.
programming
Yep.
tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
Good question here is, should we get rid of Gibcus?
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess if you don't have O'Driscoll, you do that.
Yeah?
But who do you get him to go to? Or do you just sort of leave him as a dot until you find someone that comes?
He's averaging 38.
I know, that's what I mean. Like
There's no one-
he's no one to trade him to.
Because you're not going to get...
What is he, 270?
294.
294.
You don't
He
want
went up.
Skinner back in or anything like that, do you?
No.
He might just have to stay as a dot.
If
for the
Skinner
time being.
comes in, and we know that, well, we will know that, but
I don't think it's
yeah.
It's a
overly tempting.
You make yourself about 20k to go O'Driscoll.
A lot of
Oh,
people already
yeah,
have
but if you already got him.
Okay. Then you just wait. You wait for someone else to pop their
Yeah,
head
yeah, the old dead dot.
Yep.
Right in
It's
the
the
end of
old
your
dead
team.
Who would you play as your cover for Cripps? The Nod or the Mead for Speed?
up. It's
Oh,
not
it's
all
gotta
day.
be Noddy.
Has to.
Meaty.
You were bloody dropping him 2 minutes ago, Roy.
Who?
Oh, yeah, he wasn't making the
O'Driscoll.
team.
Oh, yeah. No, well, if he comes on early, he'll still outscore Mead
Yeah, he'll be
from his
fine.
vest.
Joel wants to know, is Sam Hayes good enough for R2 while Bruce is out? Well, we don't know if he's in yet.
We don't know if he's in.
But this is what I think you hold Bruce there if you've got someone
So
playing.
who are we looking at? Hayes.
That's Sam Hayes.
So
That's
the
the
deal
Port
with
Adelaide
Hayes.
Hayes.
Right, so if he plays and he's sharing the ruck,
Yeah.
Yep.
it's not worth going
It's 40.
there.
Agree.
If Lysett is a late out
Yep.
and then he's number one ruck, it's got to be looking for sources to see how long he's actually out for.
That's right.
And are they playing games or what?
Yep. How you been going with sources this week?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll find out.
Yeah, good.
No problems.
More DPV chat. Well, we don't know a lot. I think go and check that article we did last week.
doesn't
know a lot. Good dog.
So he
I
hasn't
know a lot.
decided. He hasn't decided, that means.
Hit up Frico. He knows more than
Just
anyone
look at
else.
Warnie's team and then you'll know who's going to get it.
See who he trades in this week.
Yeah, true.
Jack Steele. Don't know whether it'll be forward or defender. Probably need him forward.
Put him in the ruck.
Yeah, there you go.
Bruce cover.
No. I'll make Max forward. Yeah, no,
Well,
good
do you know
DPPs.
what? I crunched those numbers too.
Did you?
Yeah, no chance.
Right. Hobbs or Callahan? So basically the question here, is he worth getting? So where was that question? That was somewhere and it goes through far too quickly. Tyler Bennett, if you already got Nod and Windhager, which rookie do you bring in? Well, there's very few options, so maybe it is Callahan because he has been named, but he's an expensive rookie.
He is.
Very
So
expensive.
How much more than Windy is he? Like 40K?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it
he's
would
saying
be
he's
that.
already got him.
Oh,
so
sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
so who is the rookie to get?
Windy's your number one mid option,
Yeah,
other than
mid
O'Driscoll.
forward. O'Driscoll's there as well.
So,
So what number is he then, Cal?
I don't know.
Look, the thing is, there's not many rookies coming through to get this
No.
week, which is an issue, but we also had none dropped.
That's true.
They're somehow still there.
So what do you do with trades then this
that
week for some
makes
people?
it a very good question because I've just always been the Hawks boys can just go. They're
Yeah.
absolutely cooked. But then they're sitting there on a wing.
Yeah.
They're cash cowing
Someone
still.
threw out a cash cow option of Bailey Williams, who's 330 from memory.
Yeah.
Ruck forward, because
Yeah.
he's going to be Nick Nat's number one ruck
Oh.
while he's out.
Yeah.
Like, you would back him in instead of Jack Hayes.
You would.
Yeah.
So,
Because the
But you're
thing
not
is,
bringing in a guy 330 odd K.
no, you're not, but he will be a cash cow. He will make
he
money.
will be a cash cow. He's got until
So is that a sideways
halfway through
trade?
the season.
Yeah, he's
minimum.
got 12 weeks in it.
He's got 12 weeks to get a hit out. Because the thing is, Dixon doesn't actually ruck that much,
Who
does
gets
he?
the first hit out, Flynn or Williams?
We'll have to wait a couple of weeks to find out.
I just can't see him making a lot of money. He's got a break even of 33 and he'll be lucky to get that.
Do you know what?
He's
You
the
are
number one
basing
ruck cow.
all of that through looking at his profile picture. You stared at his profile picture and determined that you can't see him
Oh,
making his
yo,
break
yo,
even
yo, yo, yo.
of 30. No, fair call. Look at that.
I reckon that's enough for us.
Too many freckles. oh, no, mate.
Come on,
joking.
Cal.
No, I like him. Good kid.
You like him.
Go, mate. It's good mo too. Look at
It
that.
is.
Yeah.
Your mo's good. Take a little holiday mo.
Just a little holiday mo.
when you go up the lakes and you
yeah.
just look like old mate.
I walk past
Wolf Creek.
all the other dads with mo. Hey, mate. Catch a tag trout lately? They go, no. And I go, well, I did.
Make sure you're across all the times and social media this weekend because making your plans for all your trades, all your looping, all your bench options, all that sort of stuff is very important. And hopefully you have a very good round 5. We'll be back on Tuesday for our podcast this week because it's a Monday game. So look out for that Tuesday.
Looking forward to it, dog.
It'll be great. Good luck for round 5. We'll see you
On the flip side.
Looking at you. On the flip side, you make up a rap, Roy.
I can.
Don't.